In the rolling hills and dense forests of what is now Tanzania, lived a proud people known as the Hehe. Among them, a boy named Mkwawa was born in the mid-19th century. Even from a young age, he was known for his sharp mind, unwavering courage, and a spirit that simply refused to bow down to anyone. This was a child of the hills, destined for greatness. As he grew into a young man, Mkwawa's natural talent for leadership and warfare became impossible to ignore. His strategies were brilliant, his presence commanding. By his 20s, he was chosen as the chief of the Hehe people. Under his command, the Hehe transformed from skilled hunters and farmers into a disciplined and fearless army, ready to defend their ancestral lands from any threat. And a great threat was indeed approaching. Shadow was creeping across the continent, the German colonial empire, hungry for new territories. In 1891, the inevitable clash occurred. Mkwawa and his Hehe warriors faced a well-equipped German force at a place called Lugalo. On paper, the Hehe were hopelessly outnumbered and outgunned. But Mkwawa had an advantage the Germans couldn't match: an intimate knowledge of the land. He set up a brilliant ambush, using the terrain to his advantage. The Hehe warriors struck with lightning speed and ferocity, and the German forces suffered a shocking and humiliating defeat. News of this incredible victory spread like wildfire. Mkwawa became a legend, a name that inspired respect in his allies and deep fear in his enemies. The Battle of Lugalo was the battle that shook an empire. The Germans were not an empire that easily forgot a defeat. The humiliation at Lugalo fueled their desire for revenge. They returned, this time with larger forces, better weapons, and a grim determination to crush Mkwawa and his people once and for all. Yet the warrior chief never surrendered. For years he led a fierce resistance. He and his warriors vanished into the mountains, launching clever, devastating guerrilla attacks before melting back into the landscape. They protected their lands with a courage that seemed unbreakable. For his people, Mkwawa was more than just a chief. He was a symbol of hope, a living legend who refused to be conquered. But every war takes its toll, and every battle has its consequences. The German forces were relentless, their resources seemingly endless. What happened to Mkwawa, the fearless chief who defied an entire empire? Was his unbreakable spirit finally broken? Did he survive, or did his enemies finally prevail? The story doesn't end here. In our next episode, we'll uncover the shocking and dramatic fate of Mkwawa and explore the secret legacy he left behind for generations to come. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the conclusion to this incredible story.